Not even with lips aflame. There! You can sit there. Okay, so I'm back from my trip to the Stilettos show. Oh my god, same thing. That's all in my text for all the places I go. Okay, so I went and the same thing. You know, in the parking lot, screaming, yelling, little toddlers being dragged around. Same thing, employee stalkers coming in, you know, threatening me, you know, saying they're gonna get a knife, talking about Trump. One of them was saying, a whole group of them, like, surrounding me and talking, harassing. One of them was saying, oh, Trump, you know, he's going to ban all Asians from going in salons, and ban Asian females and any Asian, especially South Asians, which would be me. I'm an American, I'm born and raised here, but, you know, that's my background. You know how, like, white people and white trash are, like, from, you know, European, stuff like that. You know, so I'm South Asian. But anyway, what's the thing? Anyway, happy Halloween, everyone! So anyway, yeah, so they go in and, so yeah, they're surrounding me, they're babbling and harassing and saying, you know, how he's gonna ban Asians from being, going to salons and getting their hair bleached. And then they all got quiet and then they were looking at me. You know, the same thing. Just like a small claims court. When they all get quiet and then they look at me. Anyway, and then they were also saying, I don't know, it's really bad. Like, an employee was talking about how her and her boyfriend are fighting in the morning, how she wanted him to make her an omelet and how he wouldn't. He said, do it yourself. And then she said she wanted to have a quickie with him. And then the stalker started laughing. And they said, yeah, I know how that feels. And the boyfriend just went off and left without fucking her. I was like, okay, do you know where we are? I can't believe you're talking like this. Of course, they're all stalkers, but still, that doesn't make it right. What if there's a real customer there, you know? And, same thing as I was leaving, honking, driving around me, screaming, yelling, you know, death threats, stuff like that. And, you know, I was crying earlier, and, you know, trying to get to the Halloween spirit. I'm watching that Halloween marathon. We're still not in the safari! The safari is over! Okay. So, people ask about that, in case that doesn't make sense to y'all. Okay, so, then, we have a situation where, yeah, they're just talking about, you know, having sex, you know, and, just fighting with their boyfriend. Yeah, stuff that people don't talk about. And the stalkers are also talking about it, too. And, then they were, again, once in a while, they would, you know, stare from behind the mirrors and start laughing and stare at me and then run away, you know. Even the really old grandmas, you know. And, along with the employees, you know. And, yeah, so that's basically happened, just the same thing. And, you know, it's like, me and this little witch here, I don't even know what her name is, you know, we just want to say, you know, us and, you know, our black parakeets and our spiders, you know, we're all humans too, you know. Just because, you know, you're different doesn't mean, you know, we have to look like white trash, you know. We don't have to be white trash to do certain things. A person can be African American or Hispanic and still, you know, have their hair colored. It's not a white trash thing, white people type of thing, you know. And okay, and there's something I'm missing. I think I'm missing something. I don't know, I'm tired. I just want to watch my Halloween marathon and eat. I'm hungry. I can't think. I don't even know if I want to think, man. You know, I'm in the spirit of Halloween. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll be back. If any rich men are available here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which is probably a big no, you know, hit me up, as they say, you know, please contact me. You know, I'm totally available. You know, I'm not married, never have been. You know, I'm not, you know, unblessed with children, you know, like 3 or 4 kids at 17 years old, which is absolutely disgusting and totally gross. Yeah, so I have no kids. I've never been married. You know, I don't even have any baggage. You know, I'm not damaged goods or anything. I'm of high value. Unlike those types. You know, who are 14. You know, and have like 3 kids, which is gross. God, I always wanted to be like that. God, I thank God. I thank God I didn't end up like that. Oh my God. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, if you guys, you know, yeah, it's Halloween. Come on. There's gotta be one. I see so many women out there who, you know, who are 600 pounds. Like, have you seen, you know, those obesity shows? There's like dozens of them, you know, on TLC, how, you know, oh my God, women like that, who are like 700-800 pounds. And they were that size when they met their husband online. A lot of them gained weight, but a lot of them were like 500-600 pounds when they met their mate. Look at that Sister Housewives, or Sister Wives. She's like 55, 60, I think in her 50s, and they have 14 kids between them. I think it was the first guy she met. Maybe it was Match.com, which is totally what I'm on too, one of the many dating apps. And I think, yeah, that was the first guy she met. And he has 8, I thought it was 8 kids between both of them. It's 14 kids between both of them. She has 6, and he has 8. And she said they met in December, and in January, they started planning their wedding, looking at venues. I'm like, oh my God, I don't need 3-4 weeks, they're engaged, and they're looking at wedding venues. I'm like, oh my God. One of the sister wives named Christine. But she was unhappy, you know the asshole Cody. I don't see how any woman would want to be with, that guy is just a jerk is too nice. Asshole is too nice. He's just the meanest guy, to abusive, just mean person. The way he treats them, talks to them. What the things he says to them and the way he treats them. I can't believe they sit there and take it. I can't believe he got, look at a guy like that, even though he's male. He's a male. Look at that. How he got 4 women to get with him. One of them is a real wife. She divorced him, and another wife married the one they say he truly loves. And I don't know if that's true. But look at that. I mean, all these bad people. I mean, geez. Well, there's and then abusive people. I mean, God, he got 4. How he got 4? Well, I don't. Well, they said he's completely different from them. So I guess he pulled baits and switches with them. Maybe he was nice when he married, but they say the way he is now, he was nothing like that when they first met him and married. Okay, so I guess I can see if he poured on the charm, any guy could do. But, you know, yeah, and they have like 8 kids. Okay, so anyway, back to one of his sister wives, Christine. She has 6 kids and he has 8 kids. 14 total. I'm like, she found him on an app. Look at Tammy from, what is it? 1,000 Pound Sisters. She found a guy. Like the rehab, well, he died from overeating. But I'm like, see, she's like 600 pounds when she met him, and look. My point is, you know, available guys, come on. We're all the single men here. Who don't threaten to kill Asians, you know. I know a lot of people say I look white, but you know what? They don't, you know, they don't treat me like that. You know, like I said, the racial slurs and stuff when I go out in public, you know, all masterminded by the brilliant, genius, scientistical minds of warehouse minds of Home Depot, Walmart, and Scotts, Springfield, Glenville. They're so smart. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so, you know, I wonder how they're getting treated. All these employees, I mean, you know, I say go big or go harder. Treat them a lot better, much, much better than they treat me. If you haven't already. Yeah, so just keep doing what you're doing. Block them. And remember, they like cold, they like dark, cold places and stuff. And oh, I also wanted to say, yeah, I remember back when I used to be a patient at Suite 120 on 1818 Crew Street with Dick Meyer and Rico. I don't know if it was. I just got transferred to Dick Meyer because Rico's retiring, but I remember Debbie, one of the nurses, she was like, yeah, like she wanted me out because they're committing crimes and people are being exposed to them by moi. I was complaining to HIPAA and everything. Yeah, and they keep committing crimes and then they get mad, which is what I love, and I'm not being sarcastic, good. But they have no right to be mad. They're committing crime. And then when even my mom, everybody says they expect you to shut up. I'm like, how? I thought they expected me and other targets to fight back. They actually get offended and mad. It's like, you guys are committing the crime. You guys shouldn't be doing this. You know allowed to do that. That's the bad. Stupid, educated, so-called nurses. License revoked. Like, yeah, you guys are all still working here. What the hell are you guys still working here for? I'm like, I get to come back. When I complain, I get to come back just like you commit crimes, which is what I'm not doing. I'm doing the normal humanly thing, self-defense in reaction to what they do, abuse and violations, left, right, sideways, endangering, attempted murder, creating unhealthy, dangerous environments, suicidal designed to try and force someone to suicide. And they're working in the health department. And, they get to continue to come and get their checks. And then I'm like, well, I feel betrayed and angry here because I'm like, well, why should I leave? You get out, you leave, which is figure of speech. On my end, it's different. Oh, I want them to stay. Yeah, they want me to leave because it's on their end. But on my end, the target, we won. We want to bask in your humiliation. I want you to see me. I want to deal with you because now I won. So you have to deal with me. And they don't like that. It's like, do you guys really think you can spit and stomp on someone and beat them to a pulp and then have them say more? Oh, I want to be your friend and follow you around and throw gold rose petals? You really think we're going to follow you around? I don't give a fuck if you're the king, queen of the world. I ain't going to do that. And you're not. You guys are low level, lower than raccoon dumpsters. I mean, come on. You really think people are going to follow you around? That's what people, including my mother, tell me. I really thought my mom didn't understand. I was like, no. I was like, prerequisite to bowling. I was like, no way. I thought she was wrong. I was like, she doesn't understand the culture. But yeah, everyone else I talked to, I was like, and later I got to know, I was like, oh my God, they really thought that, oh, she thinks, oh, I want them to lick me, oh, please lick me. I just follow them around. No, I don't follow shit or anyone around. Hence, your behavior towards me. People follow me. I don't have to do anything. People come to me on their own. That's you. That's you. You have to go and follow and beg people and beg to buy their lunches to sit at their table. You have to say, "Oh, I'm sick of being the funny fat girl. Can I buy your lunch?" That's you. You did that in junior high and middle school. You had to do that. I've never had to do that, and I never will. That's you. So keep thinking that me and all the other targets will do that, because we're not going to. That's your lifestyle, your personality. I don't act that way, and I never have had to. You guys go around begging, and you guys have sorely mistaken that, oh, I'll do now. Or you're hoping and praying and wishing I will. Anyway, back to what I said. Debbie, Sweet 120, 1818 Cruise Street, a couple years ago. She was about me. We're all going to have to go to different offices, the patients, back when Rico was retiring. And before I got transferred to Dick Meyer, the Dick, he was like, she was like, Debbie there. She's like, oh, if that's her real name. She's an old lady, short her glasses. And she goes, oh, she goes, oh, yeah, you're gonna have to go to a new office because Rico is retiring. And she was like, she goes, it won't be here in this office. She goes, it'll still be in this building, but in a different office. And now, looking back on them being obsessed with the public dark garages, multiple levels, so they can hide, where mold and mildew and scum like to hide. Home Depot, Walmart managers in Springfield, Glen Villas, Krabers here, they begged the staff, keep Nadia in 1818 Cruise Street. We love that garage, that dark garage. I don't understand why I'm the one who should love it and loves it, because I get to honk, flash my lights. They can't do anything. They act like they successfully block my car, and I have to leave my car parked in the middle, and I have to walk and then go in the entrance. They act like, oh, they pretend to act like they did something really big, like, oh, I'm like, no, I have the upper hand. I think they know that. They're pretending to act like, oh yeah, look at our Harvard degree, I'm like, no. Again, degrading yourself. The most worst things that people hide, they act like it's like, oh my God, look, we found a cure for cancer. It's like, we all know you're ashamed. They have nothing else to cling on to. But, I'm like, I'm the one who loves the garage, and because I get to honk this, they can't block me. I just keep going. Yeah, and then they try and crash into me when they see me. I keep going. I'm like, what's going to happen. There are cameras here. And that management team, they're not going to lie. And if they do, what I'm going to do. What happens. So, and they don't want that type of awesome, wonderful publicity. They're already getting such immaculate perfection of a reputation publicized. So I think they'd want more. Actually, I know they would. Anyway, they tell the staff, oh, keep her there. And they don't like me at a different location, because different locations, not all of them have parking garages. So they're out in the daylight, no cover, no dark garage, no multiple tri-level, nothing. And I think they wanted me to go to room suite 242 or 240. There's another general practitioner doctor there. And it never happened by chance. And they thought, I'm like, no, I make the final decision. I didn't even think, I'd completely forgotten that they wanted, I didn't even think that at the time that's what Debbie meant. Like, oh, it'll still be in this building, but it'll just be a different office. And later I thought about it, years later, I was like, oh, definitely they begged her to, because they love dark garages where they can hide. Why? I don't know. I love them more. Because I get to get away. I honk, I flash my, they try and crash into me. I'm like, dude, I keep going. I'm like, you know that the cameras are watching, so I know you won't crash into me. And if you do, I still win either way. Yeah, they'll wait for me, and then they'll back their car out as I'm driving, and I'll honk really loud, and they'll stop. I'm like, yeah. And this is going to be all over the news and the platforms. They're being told to pretend to act like, you know, you're not scared. But everybody says, yeah, they're scared. I was like, yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't care. Nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your meager opinions. Nobody cares about your peace of mind or well-being. Nobody cares still. And yeah, this is something they're doing on their own. They're alone in this, you know. I've never felt a part of, I've just always been running away, you know. And they're the ones who follow, chase. It's like, nothing's ever going to change. It's just going to get better and better for them. And even more glorifying for me. And so anyway, yeah, so that happened. And they wanted me to stay. They're telling the staff, make her stay at that location. Don't let her go to, I'm like, I make that decision. I'm the patient, not them. They know that though. Anyway, but I love them. That's what I love. This is what I'm talking about. I love that action where they try and act like they can control I'm like, I picked the place. You know, I picked the building, the doctor, the name. And, okay, that was one time. Okay, different time. Okay, last time I was at, you know, with the biking trails at that building, you know, the part where the park trails are, with that crazy trail guide. And, my mom said, he's crazy, he's stupid, stay away. She said, she said, that's how his kind are. She said, don't talk to him, stay away from him. I go, well, I have to. She's like, she said, just do what you're doing. She said, but don't talk to that guy a lot. She said, just do what you're doing. Just give one word in. I was like, yeah, I do. I go, that guy's so weird. I just want to get out of there, in and out. But I don't know if he actually believes he's pretending to act like he's so cocky and egotistical. Like, you know how all trail guides, they act like they're doctors and that they're God. You know how they say doctors, quote unquote, are crazy, mentally illness type of crazy, not the fun party type of crazy. How they talk to walls. That's what this guy's like. I forgot to mention, yeah, when he was in there, yeah, when he asked me if I had my boobs and my poop test done, I said no. And again, I don't know if it's an act or what, but this is what he do. I forgot to tell you guys, he does. Do you plan on getting it done? It's not even a big deal. It's like an ice cream cone, you know. You plan on getting it done? Or I don't know if he's really offended God. He thinks he's God or something. Or my mom says, you know, doctor wannabes, when they play doctors, they like to try and make money off of insurance and stuff. You know, they like to pretend, you know, they're trying to get insurance from labs and shit. They're trying to get money by getting x-rays or something. I don't know if that was really, or if it was an act. Or if he's acting like, you know, I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, I better pretend to act like I'm a doctor, and doctor rules and follow the rules. And I said, and that's when he goes, that's a part of the mental health process. I'm like, what did you expect me to do? Start a fight with you or kiss you? What? I go, oh, okay. I was like, I didn't care. I really didn't care. I was like, just give me the fucking prescription so I can go. I'm like, I'm not here for this. That's why I'm like, is that normal? Is that how pretend doctor wannabes act? You know, when they're just parking biking trails. And then he's always asked, like, I'm pretty sure the staff in Home Depot and Walmart, I guess they're being treated like this. Yay! All public places, ice rinks, fast food places, keep going. Go bigger, go harder. If that's how they're being treated, treat them a lot better. Show them more respect than they show me. Keep going. I don't know why Home Depot, Walmart, Kraber's, they think if I get treated bad, it's different. Mine isn't real. You're begging them to do it. Your hate is real. These people in public who treat you like kings and queens by fuck smacking you, fuck smack. At a whack. Whack, baby. You deserve it, and these people truly hate you and treat you bad. I don't go to any of them and beg them like a fucking pathetic loser. Like me, oh, everyone hates me. I don't do that. That's what you do. You go into alleys, give the homeless people $5 to go into public places, Parkview Physicians Group, any place, and shopping malls, and then beg places where you think I go, and she did this, and everyone loves her, and can we do it, are we special, we be mean to her, don't we look at her, don't look at her, don't give that attention stealing bitch any attention. No, don't look at her, don't smile. That's what they do. I don't do any of it. People hate you truly because of your behavior, what you do to me and other innocent victims. So, and you guys are all the ones that started. And you actually think people sit there and take it when we don't. This is what you do. And shocked. These are like mummies. They're all like in their 60s, 70s, 80s. They act worse than like 12-year-olds. Ask them that. Tell them that. Say, you guys are so fucking old. I'm like, is Indiana, what do you do all day? It's like, now we understand. We're learning Indiana is pretty sad, pathetic, boring. You guys have, people here have a lot of time on their hands. And when they do, instead of when they're not at restaurants with their face in a buffet or a tray, this is what they do. This is interesting to know. But anyway, they're not normal here. Anyway, so back to the Park Trail guy. They were talking about pharmacies and stuff. And a lot of times the Walmart pharmacy is out of Adderall. So we have to send the one prescription for another pill to Walmart, and then the other pill to a Meyer pharmacy. And he's asking me, about, hypothetically speaking, where would you want to send it? So I told him hypothetically, if I did have Adderalls, and we're just joking around here, so I can have energy to, ride my bike on the dirt trails that this idiot leads. He goes, I said, I thought about it and about where to send the Adderall hypothetically. And when he asked what pharmacy hypothetically, when I was thinking, I go, and he goes, you don't know what pharmacy? You don't know what pharmacy? No, I don't know. I do. So I told him. So I said, I didn't even care. I just want to get out of there. I don't care about this. It's like deflated. I'm like, I have zero feelings. I'm like, this is between you and Home Depot and Walmart. I'm not part of this. Never have been, never will be. I'm like, I'm just here to live my life. I have nothing to do with you guys. And they know it. Anyway, that's what I love about all this. Okay, so anyway, they can't do anything. And so anyway, So I just told him, no, it's just that Walmart has back stock on Adderall. So I use Adderall, I use a Meyer pharmacy for Adderall, and then I use Walmart pharmacy for the other pill. And he's quiet. He obviously looks stupid. He felt embarrassed because he knew that. And he's like, you don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Idiot. They make idiots like this pretend wannabe play doctors, and then they think they're God and stuff. Oh, and about the urinate. Again, I don't know if this is an act. I don't know if Home Depot, Walmart lied and said I'm a druggie or something, and act like, oh, she won't urinate. She won't urinate for you. So this is what you do. Say, yeah. Okay, so he's holding like a stack of folders. And I want to make sure he's doing this with everyone. Because Naughty here lazy. It's cold. She don't want to pull down her tights and her thongs. Her leggings and her thong. And so I go, now I don't know if he has trouble with other people have given him problems with drug tests. Or if he's fake, pretending that he's angry because Home Depot and Walmart told him that watch, she won't take a drug test, blah, 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 blah. And then you act like this. You go, yeah! This is what you do. So anyway, I asked him, because, I want to be clear with him. I want to make sure he's in tip-top shape. And make sure all these park bike trail places are doing all the locations. Let's make sure of that. Okay, more about that later. We'll get on that later. But anyway, back up here. So anyway, I asked him, I go, is that normal? I go, and then he had a stack of paper when he says, we'll try and get you to urinate for us. Because I told him I don't know if I can, because I literally just went right before I came. And see, I don't know if it's normal that he's angry or if he's obviously faking that he's angry. Like, to me, this is nothing to get angry about. But I don't know about this stuff. I don't have worldly experience with this. I feel like if I told people about this, they would say, oh yeah, doctors get scared, or some doctor wannabes are assholes, stuff like that. Or if they're like, no, I think he's pretending. So I'll let you guys be judge of that. And that's what I'm telling. And gangbaggers don't like it when I tell you this. So that's what I'm telling you. And I love sharing my feelings with you guys up here. Okay, so anyway, sharing is caring. Anyway, when I asked him, I go, is that normal? Yeah, I go, do you guys do that? And he happened to be holding stacked papers at the desk, and he goes, yeah, I said, I go because the last two park trail guides never asked that. And I don't know if this one is just stricter, which I don't have a problem with, but Musel's like, he takes it. I don't even care about that. I'm like, it takes up more time. I'm like, can you just get on? Can we just finish this? I want to go home and go back to bed, or watch my DVRs. And anyway, so I wanted to put him on this, but I want to make sure that, hey, I'm gonna make sure you, and not just you, this entire building is instilling that on everybody, and all the other branches are. I'm gonna make sure of it. We'll talk about that later. But you guys spread the word right now. I'll work on that later with you guys. But anyway, yeah, so that's what he had. You don't know. He was like, I was asking my own asking. She said, "Boggle." These crazy men, they act like. She's asking. She said, "Boggle." Yeah, they do talk to her. I'm like, hey, I do give one word. I'm like, yeah, I try and get out of there. But I'm like, that's why I don't talk too much with his kind. His kind is just, his kind, his personality, you know, I'm like, you know, just one word answer. I'm like, I just want to get in it, you know, and, but yeah, ask him about that, you know, because I don't know, this guy's weird. I don't know if he's seriously mad, scared about something, he's had bad experience with other customers, or if it's all an act, if it's not normal and it's all an act based on Home Depot and Walmart and this and that. And on one more thing before I remember, before I forget, this crazy nurse, a white female at 6130 Trier Road back in Parkview, and Dr. Rico are back there at that branch. There's a crazy nurse, and they were getting in trouble again for breaking the law. And when I was in the room, she actually, about Adderall, when I first sat down, she goes, "Is it helping with the paranoia?" This is a nurse named Nicole at 6130 Trier Road a few years ago. She's a white female, like light brown hair, light eyes. I don't know, maybe green, blue, gray, I don't know. But, and then she was trying to start a fight, and you know what? I'm so used to the abuse. I was shocked at how calm, and I go, I want to see what she do. So, and she goes, "Is it helping with the paranoia?" A nurse said that. I don't even know. And she's not the nurse of Dr. Rico. She was the nurse of Kaplanis. And Nurse Stephanie was another abusive, just mean, slimy, mildewy. I won't call her a bitch because that's a compliment. But yeah, she never wanted to deal with me. Why? I don't know. She's a racist. I never did anything to her. She like snarl at me. She used to be nice to me the first couple of times, but then she would send the receptionist in to finish with me. I'm like, no. Get back here and deal with me. Just because I didn't commit suicide. Yeah. And then she would send other nurses from the other doctor to finish up with me. And that happened to be Nicole. I'm like, no, you don't live there. This isn't your house. Nurse Stephanie, you need to come at 6130 Trier Road for Parkview Physicians Group. You need to get back here and deal with me. I want to force you to deal with me. If I could force them into signing a 2-year contract with like minimum, with like $2.13 an hour, I would. That's how serious I am. Like, get back here and deal with me. You know, I won. And now they're embarrassed. And they're committing crimes. HIPAA breaches, violations, attempted murder. These people, their stalkers are calling in, giving out my information to. These people could come in with weapons, seriously. Well, at least they're putting themselves... I can't help but to feel flattered. I'm like, well, at least they're risking their job, their mortgage, their house, their paycheck, their job, income, all over me. They don't just do that for anybody. Anybody. Me. It's me. Anyway, they, is it helping with the paranoia? I go, And then she goes, good. And then she's staring at the monitor, like she was surprised. I was like, I was thinking, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna jump over that. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm not asking you about it. I'm not gonna ask you, are you mad? I'm not paranoid. I know that's what you want. So I'm gonna play along with you in line and say, I'm paranoid. Yeah. And I thought she was gonna go on and say, well, and talk about my fake paranoia. And she had nothing to say. But yeah, I was told that she's not supposed to say that. I was like, well, I didn't mind her saying that. Yeah, I know the special is supposed to say it, but I'm like, for her to say that, that means they're worked up, they're getting treated badly, but you're giving out my information. You're telling fake patients to come in. You're not charging, you're charging to not see patients. So, you know, and you knew this was going to get out. So, and then they get mad. They expect us to suck up. It's like, no. And then they want us to leave. It's like, But you're still here. License is revoked. When you're coming here, here's how I see it. But you're coming here and committing crimes, and you're still sitting here on your fat, ugly, dirty asses that you don't even know how to clean correctly, and you're making money getting paychecks. And me and other people are the innocent victims. We're not doing anything, committing crimes, and then we get transferred or banned. That's not fair. That's why I come here and post this, to let you know and help in other ways. Remember, nurses, all of them, they're all customers too. They're all going to have to see a doctor too. Them, their kids, their grandkids. They all set up reservations. They go out a lot more than I do. These fat farm hillbilly pigs, they go out to eat 4 times a day. Hey, sometimes the best revenge, if we can't do it law-wise or keep staying there, go to the public. Treat them a lot better than they treated me. Treat them with more respect than they treated me. You know, their kids, their grandkids. Remember, owners, managers, employees, they're all fair game. And I hope, unless you have already, I hope you guys will continue to do that, you know. I'm guessing, I don't know. I'm guessing that doctor, if he was told to act mad, I'm not surprised. I don't think that's anything for him to get mad about. Maybe, I don't know, doctor, that's why I'm posting it. I really don't know if it's an act or not. But if it was an act, obviously, they're getting treated like that everywhere they go. And I say keep going, keep doing it. Because that hate they're experiencing is genuine and real. Me, I find it complimenting and flattering, seriously, because it's not real. I know that a third-party proxy monkey is being sent, or it's the manager themselves that are walking in and then lying and this and that. So it's not real. It's a pity type of thing on their behalf. That's what they're treating me, or bribe, getting sloppy blowjobs. A bag of chips, like 5 Doritos, you know, in a bag, you know, meth, pot. They're getting, you know, sexual favors, sex trafficking, something in exchange. But with them, people hating them, nobody's going in there and begging them to hate them. People hate them because they don't like them. You know, so, yeah. But yeah, that it's either that they're being treated like that, and they're thinking, oh, we know it's not going to work, but maybe if we beg these people to be really mean to her and give her, you know, because we don't like it when people snarl at us and go pss, 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 and pss, 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 and pss, 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 and pss, 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 you know, and yeah, that's the other thing. Things that are said in my house and in doctor's offices, anywhere we're supposed to be confidentiality, then they'll send a third-party proxy inside the business, and they'll join in with an employee and talk about what me and my mom were saying in my house through the 5432 neighbors, their wall microphones, or in the office, any public business with an employee, they'll text the managers, or they'll text the managers. And then again, in a different place I go to, the employees will repeat the verbatim, the exact thing me and my mom talked about, or me and another public place talked about, you know, because they text them. So ask them about that. Say, you guys, do you guys text Nadia and other people's neighbors? And then you guys reenact it inside your business with the third-party stalker who's posing as a customer? You guys repeat the entire conversation? Like, oh, these pills make me feel nauseous. Oh, I'm like, you know, I'm like, you guys said that in the exam room, and Nadia didn't say anything, and she only told the nurse that. And then the nurse told the Walmart management, Stephanie the nurse at 6132 Road, she texted the manager, and then the managers told these customers to reenact it. You know, talk about what doctor I see. Oh, I'm seeing Dr. Bodreb. some foot doctor I had to go to because I have a leg injury, a war leg injury, and she was staring at me. I didn't care. I take that as a compliment. I'm like, you're the one who should be embarrassed, and I know they are. I put myself on that. I feel like that person is important to me. She's gold. She's, so I would not want to do that and make some. They're complimenting me. I'm like, you guys are like, they're trying to reverse and say, oh, we're embarrassing you, trying to I didn't even feel bothered. I mean, people had to tell me that, oh, I'm not trying to bother you. I remember thinking, is that what they were trying to do? I was like, I didn't even feel bothered. And even my mom told me that. I'm like, no, I think they're trying to be friendly. I just didn't feel it. I was like, but I guess. I was like, I don't see how standing and stare is, bothering me. It didn't bother me. Actually, if I told them I liked it, they'd walk away and leave. But I never had a chance to do that. But anyway, yeah. Or just things that were said at home. Like I said, tiki, or shami, and some guy called me, says tiki, and obviously they said that, and the Crabers wanted me to know that. And then I was talking about shami. Then on the dating site, like 2-3 hours later, a fake ID guy named Shami contacts. See, they tell these third part what goes on. So ask them about it. They love it. And they magically just act like, oh, waving around that Yale law degree. But when someone else outside of who's against them criticizes them, ask them about it, someone out of their their gang begging orbit, are a completely different. Arms flailing, like I said, they act like they're being eaten by a great white shark or, no, I never did that. But with me, they act like, we're so proud to tell everyone and to show you that, hey, every time you move on the toilet and we know you're inserting a tampon in your vagina, we do this. Every time we think you're touching your genitals, we bang the wall, stomp, every time. Every time you reach for a cream, they're banging on to make me know that, hey, we think we know what you're doing by seeing orange blobs through the thermal camera. If they attach it to a wall, you can see orange blobs. Ask them about that. Say, do you really listen to her urinate? Does she poop? Do you record it? Do you listen? Can you feel the saturation of her soaking wet tampon? Ask them that. Because they act like, oh, I'm not embarrassed. I still do everything in the bathroom. The thing is that ask them if they use the bathroom. They don't use the water, the toilets. It's like, what do they do? Why do they have utilities? Are they taking are they doing it in Ziploc bags and that's the trash that's being taken? Because seriously, the walls are thin. You can hear water. And once in a while, they do that. Like I remember every time I moved, they'd flush the toilet in their house and I could hear it. I never hear the water running. I can even hear my toilet flushing and the water running in the tub downstairs and the wall is thin. You can hear it through the walls and you can hear them turn on the faucet and stuff. They do not do that. The toilet never flush. You can hear it through the walls. The toilet never flush. The water is never run. And their bathroom, our rooms are exactly opposite each other. The tub, the plumbing is right across. You can hear everything. So, and they never use water, flush the toilets. That is disgusting. And you can hear, it's not soundproof. You can even hear their conversations or stomping, yelling, this, that. And that's disgusting. So ask them, is that you spy on other neighbors who try and drive them to suicide, which makes no sense because what they do is normal. And you guys look like perverts and stuff. But you guys do that yourself, but you're not using water or flushing toilets. What do you guys do? Are you using buckets? What do you guys pay city utilities for? the bill for? Are you like peeing and shitting and throwing all your tampons? Are you doing it in Ziploc bags? Or how is that? Ask him about that. And then do this. You know, show them that, hey, now you have nothing to be embarrassed of. But yeah, that's weird how they act like that. And this is stuff you're embarrassed. I would never want to show someone. I'd be afraid of this, that they're going to say we're perverts. Everyone's going to, you know, whisper and say, hey, look, you know, there's that weirdo. She listens to her when she changes her tampon. What a weirdo. You know, gross. And people stay away from me. So yeah, I would not want people knowing that I listen to people in the bathroom and stuff, peeing and pooping and doing anything, you know. I would not want anyone to. Yeah, to me that's just weird. And people tell me they're probably doing it to other people. I'm like, I never even thought about that. I just never cared enough. But anyway, you know, with that said, yeah, I just want to remember and tell you guys all that. So yeah, ask them all about that. Tell them, complain about that. Say their licenses need to be revoked. That Nicole and Stephanie's definitely. And it's 6130 Trier Road. It used to be Parkview Physicians Group. Now it's a pediatrics place. I don't know if Nicole and Stephanie are still there. Ask her, so how is Nadia's paranoia? Say, are you paranoid about losing your job and you're putting your insecurity onto Nadia? Are you paranoid? Say, so are you still paranoid about losing your license? Say that. Yeah. Say, are you still paranoid about losing your license? So how's Nadia's paranoia going? And this is someone I've never met. No, I wasn't offended. I was like, good. I'm like, that means it's working. I was like, obviously, they're feeling it. They're feeling the sticks. I wasn't offended at all. My first thought, I was happy. I was like, mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh my God, it's worried. They're feeling it. Something's going on. They're getting like you guys are sending, they were getting criticized. Like, you guys are sending in lines of people that aren't even paid. What the hell are you idiots doing? You idiots, you're supposed to be nurses. They're getting a lot of flack, as they say. I was like, It's like, thanks, people. And they're the wrongdoers. Giving out my information, appointment times, this, that, trying to set up murders and stuff. You know, security breaches. I'm like, you guys are still getting paid and have your license. At least suspend them, which still isn't enough, but it's a start. And I'm like, you guys are still making money of your licenses. I'm like, you guys are still getting too much. But anyway, I'm like, what did you expect? You really thought me and others would go along with this? You guys are really dumb. And you went to nursing school? Was it junior college or your university taught? 4 years. Because you guys are awfully dumb. A lot of people who are educated, they don't act like they're educated. They don't even know basic math or proper English. I'm like, you went to a 4-year, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, the way they're English. I'm like, so many more things I have to say. Okay, so yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. I hear that music playing. So yeah, I want to tell you about my day. And happy, unhappy Halloween.